Morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Okay, today I want to focus on what's the most undermining thing a leader can do to themselves with their communication. The message waffle, the backpedaling, we didn't mean it like that. Well, how else did you mean it? Why do they end up doing this? Because they haven't put enough effort into their comms practices to do it properly when it really mattered. And that means they didn't figure out their strategy, why they're approaching it that way. They didn't figure out their goal. They haven't thought through their messaging and how their audience will interpret the message. They haven't done a risk and issues. You should approach your comms like any plan, like any project. What are the risks and issues? What's not going to work? And make sure your message is on point to avoid those things. Because if you don't, you end up having to waffle because you end up saying something you shouldn't have. That was very easy to avoid. And I know that this might sound a bit chastising, but I've just seen it way too many times where comms is taken for granted so often that when it comes to the big, important message, there isn't enough effort put into it to avoid the waffling mistake. So whatever you're doing in your mini project, in your small messaging, whether it's a newsletter celebrating someone's birthday, every message you put out there, every comms you do should have a goal, should have a strategy behind it. It should have an assessment of how the audience is going to interpret what you're saying. Because if you just do it with the small stuff, you'll have no problem setting aside time to do it when it really matters, when it really counts, where it's really going to put your leadership at risk. Because if we don't do it now, why should we bother to invest the time later? Hope that was at least encouraging and hopefully not too disciplinary in my tone. Apologies. It is something I'm very passionate about because I see it happen way too many times, and I want you guys not to make the mistakes people have done in the past. I want you to succeed, and I don't want you to be put in a situation where you have to backpedal. All right, let me know what you think in the comments below, and again, we'll see you next week.